Yes.
That's who my pick is.
That's who I'm going with, the Indianapolis Colts.
Who are they going to beat?
NFC pick.
Who are they going to beat in the AFC Championship?
It's going to have to be the Patriots.
Oh, wow, we're right on the same page this year.
So is everybody else in America. I mean,
well,
it's going to be one of those two.
The big sexy pick is the Chargers. That's what I keep hearing. Everybody's talking about the Chargers.
There's a 4-letter word.
Norv.
Norv. All right, and my NFC pick, all right, the Dallas Cowboys will be defeated in the NFC Championship by the New Orleans Saints.
Oh.
Now, this hurricane may change this. If it fucks up the stadium and they're on the road all year, it's going to change that. But I'm telling you, man, if the Saints even get a smidge of defense, that offense is going to put up points like crazy.
They don't have a smidge of defense.
Well, I'm going to bank that they do.
Okay, well, I got Dallas over Minnesota in the NFC Championship.
Again with the Vikings.
I love that defense and that running game, dude. And Tavares Jackson might actually turn out to be a pretty damn good quarterback.
Well, yeah, he might, but and I like Sidney Rice. He's good. But you're going to have to show me that Peterson can go a whole season, man.
Why? There's 2 running backs there. He doesn't need to touch the ball that much.
Oh, I know, but he makes that clock tick.
Oh, I know.
So.
Well, they both do. Chester Taylor ain't no slouch.
Oh, I know. I just remember, speaking of your Vikings pick a couple of years ago, right, when Dante Culpepper was the quarterback. Have you read about Dante Culpepper lately?
No.
He's his own agent, right? He's representing himself. That's why he can't get himself a job. He wrote an open letter that I read the other day. I didn't think it was very funny, so I didn't bring it out. But basically, it was him laying out that, yes, I am indeed representing myself, so if anybody needs a veteran quarterback with real tiny hands, you can call me.
Jesus.
Yeah, but he's all upset because somebody made the intonation that he had said to Ben Roethlisberger he was coming in to try to compete for his job, and that's why he didn't get the Steelers job and all this shit like this. How about you didn't get the Steelers job because you stink, you have little tiny hands, and every time somebody breathes on you, you fumble? How about that?
All right, so who you had the Saints or the Colts winning the Super Bowl?
I got to go with the Colts.
Colts over the Saints. I got the Cowboys over the Colts.
Okay.
Tell me now, John. You've known me for a decade.
Right.
You know I'm not a homer.
Yeah, you are, but that's okay. Well, everybody is to a degree, but this isn't a homer pick. Look at them; they're stacked.
Okay, but I didn't even pick Dallas to win the division last year. How can you call me a homer?
Dude, everybody is to an extent.
No, I disagree with that. There are actually objective fans out there.
Yeah, sure there are, but that doesn't mean anything about what a homer is. A homer can be a lot of different things. There's varying degrees of homer.
You know what I think of a homer. You know.
All right, well, no, you don't just pick the Cowboys just because.
Right. Right. And I'm just wondering, is it okay? Because I feel like if I can't pick them this year, when can I pick them?
You should pick them this year. You should pick them this year. They just have one stigma. Can they get past the first round of the playoffs? Can they win in the playoffs?
Yeah.
You know, if they can stay healthy and be in there ready to go.
Well, our picks are always based on teams staying healthy.
It just looks at, who's going to be an opponent in the playoffs. Green Bay's power is gone unless Aaron Rodgers is a miracle.
That's another reason I like Minnesota. I think Minnesota's got a nice walk to the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but see, they do in that division. But then again, Tavares Jackson's a big question mark as far as he could turn out to be really good. He could suck. In the East, well, you've got the Giants, and they're depleted on the defensive line now, especially since Strahan basically said no. Now, you know what? You're going to hate me for saying this, but I'm going to say it. I'm a believer in Sheila Manning. That boy can play some football now.
He can, man.
He's a good quarterback.
No doubt about it.
And you know me, I don't like preseason. I don't think you can see much in it, but, you can see an accurate quarterback, and he's throwing the ball really well, I thought.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can see a confidence in him now.
Mm-hmm.
A totally different confidence in that guy that you didn't see before last year.
I would have loved to have been there in the locker room, though, when he had to confront Brett Favre and tell him that this was his locker on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and Brett could only have it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What the hell you mean? God damn it.
Damn it, you gotta be shitting
me. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What the hell is that?
You motherfuckers.
Hey, you're talking about, you're that pick in New Orleans. Yeah, I could understand if they don't get to play at New Orleans. Obviously, that would change your pick. It was 3 years ago, Bang, that we did show one. And I mean 3 years ago this weekend.
Okay.
The same weekend that Katrina hit New Orleans was the weekend we did our first show.
No kidding. I thought we were before that. Okay.
No, we started this. This will be our fourth season.
So there you go, people.
Right?
We blow in on the front of the big ass storms, boy.
So this will be our fourth season, but we've been doing this for 3 years now.
Gotcha.
And 3 years ago, when that hurricane hit, there was a lot of stuff going down, and I got some audio from back then. I want to give you a trip down memory lane, okay? See if you can remember some of this stuff.
This is your life.
Now, this one's really sad, but I got to play it because it's just bizarre. It was this woman talking to this guy who had lost his home and his wife.
Okay.
Do you remember? I know people are going to remember this. Listen to this.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm not doing good.
What happened?
The house just split in half.
Your house split in half?
Right here on Hollingham, Bayview. Back, we got up in the roof, all the way to the roof, and water came in the house, just opened up, divided.
Who was at your house with you?
My wife.
Where is she now?
Can't find her body. She gone.
You can't find your wife?
Oh, she told me everywhere she told me. I tried. I hold her hand tight as I could, and she told me, "You can't hold me." She said, "Take care of the kids."
Man, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy? Because they showed that over and over and over again. She gone.
Yep.
She couldn't hold. She gone. They can't find her body. She gone.
So now you see people in New Orleans, if you want to be famous, stay. That's right. Throw your wife out the window
just
find
stay.
a camera.
Now, there was all this stuff with the response wasn't fast enough. Everybody was mad, people weren't getting taken care of, yada, yada, yada. And do you remember Mayor Nagin blowing up?
Of course.
Oh, my God, this guy had a fit.
And I don't want to see anybody do any more goddamn press conferences. Put a moratorium on press conferences. Don't do another press conference until the resources are in this city. And then come down to this city and stand with us when there are military trucks and troops that we can't even count. Don't tell me 40,000 people are coming here. They're not here. It's too doggone late. Now get off your asses and let's do something. And let's fix the biggest goddamn crisis in the history of this country.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah.
President Bush listens to this show.
Oh, well, yeah, of course he does.
I want you to remember that, President, because we should have the show up as the hurricane's hitting. And he'll be listening while he's watching the hurricane. That's, it doesn't matter. When the show comes out, it's new. He's on it. He's right on it. So, Mr. President, you better get this taken care of this time.
Hey, they're talking to me on the computer. This is President Bush.
Yes.
I'm answering computer. Yeah. I will do as I am instructed. God dang, this technology is great.
So here's another clip of Mayor Nagin. He's going to talk about New Orleans becoming a chocolate city.
Oh,
we as black people.
No, Ray, we is black people, stupid.
That's why we study school. That's why we go to grades to make good grades.
We as black people, it's time. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to rebuild a New Orleans, the one that should be a chocolate New Orleans.
Oh.
And I don't care what people are saying uptown or wherever they are. This city will be chocolate at the end of the day. This city will be a majority African-American city. It's the way God wants it to be.
Oh, my!
You can't have New Orleans no other way.
What an idiot.
It wouldn't be New Orleans.
Afro-American kids can run.
Right.
Watch them run out of New Orleans.
Coach DeBerry should go recruit in New Orleans.
You can go stand on any highway coming out of New Orleans today and just pass out flyers. Here you go. Here you go, kid.
Come play football
Come
for
play
me.
football for me in the U.S. Air Force. That's right.
Jesus, that's terrible.
Ray
Now, see, that's racist.
Oh, of course he is. And remember what he said later? No, you see, when you make chocolate, you got to put the cocoa in with the milk, so it all mixes together. That's what he said later.
But God intended for New Orleans to be a chocolate city.
It's the promised land. Now, see, when it floods again, are you going to bitch that God gave you the fucking land below sea level? Is that what you're going to do?
America reaches out to help with the Concert for Hurricane Relief. Live and underwater from New Orleans. Featuring Green Day. Willie Nelson. Usher. Rob Thomas.
Oh, my God.
And many, many more. No matter what, the stars will do anything they can to help. So what's a little water? Don't miss the Concert for Hurricane Relief, live and underwater from New Orleans.
Oh.